have much of a choice, right? So it's kind of like there's a geographic line. If you're a North Sider, you're a Cubs fan. If you're a South Sider, you're a Sox fan. Pope Leo grew up on the South Side, so it's kind of, he was born into it, into that fandom. And I was going to say, like, they have a terrible record, so he's definitely, we're talking about he's a man of faith, dedication, pride, and passion when it comes to his baseball team. So I think those are obviously traits that will serve him well as leader of the Catholic Church, right?
I'm curious, when you found out that he was from Chicago, how did you react?
I think it still hasn't processed. It's still kind of in shock. So you hear it from family members, right? And it's like the Catholic faith is very, very important in Chicago. It's a very parochial city, so it's like families' lives are based on the church in their neighborhood. I mean, so many kids go to Catholic schools. They go to church on Sundays. Like my cousin, for example, she would work at the church or at the school just so her kids could go there. So it's kind of the center of their lives. A lot of pride and a lot of excitement. And we had talked about jubilation. A lot of people, there's jubilation that there is a pope, not just from America, but from Chicago. So,
I could have sworn I heard you say Chi-Town. Once you found out he was from Chicago. But I'm hoping and wishing that he makes a stop one day in LA. It would be so cool if we had the opportunity to see him in person.
It would be.
So fingers crossed, come visit us.
Yeah. And given that he's an American pope, you think that our odds are a little bit better now, right?
Yes, that would be awesome.
I bet so. Homecoming is going to look a little different for Pope Leo now when he comes over to Chicago.
He might want to skip LA this weekend, though, right?
Oh yes,
Especially with all the new robes. I mean,
yes,
it hot.
Well, they are light-colored robes, so there's that. No, but everybody needs to take those precautions. So let's take a look at what you can expect in your forecast. Actually, starting off with this morning, because we do have some fog out towards Oxnard. A dense fog advisory has been issued. Visibility is down about 1/4 of a mile, and everywhere else it's really patchy, but it's mostly at the coast. Inland, we have these clear skies and temperatures that are warmer than 24 hours ago. Right now we are in the 60s inland, and that's just a sign of things to come. The risk for heat illness today is going to be high for the valleys, for the Inland Empire, for places away from the coast, and this is really going to affect our population that doesn't have AC. The best way to get through this, hey guys, we can do it. Just stay cool, hydrate, and a reminder that QR code takes you straight to the forecast from the First Alert Weather Team. It gives you more tips and also shows you what's in store for your city. Right now, we are in the 60s inland. We've got 50s up in the deserts, and Big Bear has 36 degrees, so it is a comfortable morning. Let me show you what to expect this afternoon. Here are the 90s. You're going to feel it. It's going to be a hot and sunny day in the deserts. In the mountains, the temperatures will be comfortable. We're going to have 70s there, but warmer compared to yesterday. Now look at the IE. Upper 90s, triple digits in Paris, and this is going to affect air quality. It's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups. In Orange County, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, even some 90s. I'm looking at Mission Viejo. At the coast, wow, that looks nice. Huntington Beach, 73 degrees. If that's not cool enough for you, the water temperature right now is in the 60s and 50s, so that's chilly. That'll cool you off. Over in Ventura County, a spot that's waking up to fog, and inland, it's going to be hot. Look at the San Fernando Valley, mid to upper 90s, Northridge 98, Santa Clarita 94. And here's your day in LA, where we do have some fog near the coast, but by the afternoon, rays 4 days, 70s near the beaches, temperatures in the mid 80s for Los Angeles, and hot inland, where we're going to have highs in the low 90s, and it gets even hotter for tomorrow. Here's a look at the weekend forecast, where we're going to have 90s expected for the basin for Orange County. And notice how by Sunday the numbers come down, 83. In the IE, numbers around 100 degrees tomorrow. Temperatures not as hot on Sunday, but still warmer than normal. At the coast, we have some nice beach weather. 77 tomorrow, 73 on Sunday, and in the mountains, temperatures are going to be in the 70s this weekend. So here's your 7-day forecast. Once we get through this weekend, that's when we have a cooling trend. The cooling trend actually starts on Sunday for Mother's Day. It's going to be a warm and dry day, not as hot, but the numbers will be much cooler next week with the return of marine layers. So we're going from 80s on Mother's Day to 70s and 60s next week. So a huge cool down at the coast, less and less of that marine layer, but next week it makes a comeback. The valleys in IE, there you see the weekend forecast in the upper 90s, triple digits tomorrow, and then on Mother's Day, upper 80s, low 90s next week. The numbers are going to come down. We'll have temperatures in the 70s and 60s. The high desert, you got 90s for tomorrow, 80s on Mother's Day. The low desert is going to be stuck in the triple digits through Sunday. And here's the forecast for the mountains, where we've got some nice temperatures, especially Mother's Day, 73 next week. We're going to need the jackets again, 60s and 50s. That's your weather, everyone. Now here's Robin with traffic.
We're heading over to the 10 this time around. We're coming away from East LA. We're heading toward Alhambra, Monterey Park. Looking good. Street Vision giving you a live look of coming out of East LA, heading toward the 710 split. And it's trouble free. Not too much traffic out there, right? One lonely truck there driving on the road, but it's moving well in both directions. One little trouble spot for Sun Valley, northbound at Sheldon. It heads up for a stalled car. It's blocking the left lane of the off ramp, and it's blacked out, no light, so that'll be tough to see. But overall, the Santa Clarita Valley, the San Fernando Valley, no problems. 210, 5, 118, 405, 170, all looking really good. The South 5 connection will be 15 minutes to make it from the 170 split down to the 10. Keep in mind that it is the final night of the Beyonce Cowboy Carter tour. It's been one heck of a ride, right? If you're going to saddle up and head over with the Beehive to SoFi Stadium, the show starts at 7. The parking lot opens at 4. The doors open at 5. So, of course, fans will be heading in that direction early, as you should. Don't forget to get your parking pass in advance. Do that ahead of time. Century, Prairie, Manchester, the 405, 105 will be busy, but I also want to keep in mind, we're going to skip over the Angels game because I'll talk about that a little bit later. I wanted to let you know that J Balvin is also performing not too far at the Kia Forum. So you have the Beyonce concert, you have the J Balvin concert at 8 o'clock. So a lot of folks will be heading in that direction. Extra heavy traffic. Be prepared. Adrian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Robin. Well, be sure to join us live at 7 a.m.